Welcome back, everybody. Okay, time for one last dessert that I love, and I think you're going to love too. If you really want to wow people, this would do it. It really would. And it's just so quick and easy, you can't believe it. Whenever I see chocolate mousse on a menu at a restaurant, which, you know what, I have to be honest, most restaurants don't have it on their menu, so it's pretty rare that I see it. But let me tell you, if I were to see dark chocolate or any sort of chocolate mousse on a restaurant menu, I'm ordering it. So this is one of those things that's kind of fancy, and it's just kind of elegant, and it's for sure it's special. I'm going to show you how you can whip it up at home with just a few ingredients in no time. So if you're looking to make something for Valentine's Day weekend or a date night, something special, this would do it. What I love about this too, it's a great make ahead. So the first thing I'm going to do is, excuse me, almost was going to sneeze but caught myself. I'm going to heat some heavy cream. We love our Lamers heavy cream, and this recipe serves 2 to 3, depending on how big your servings are. So if you're having more than that, or you're doing this for a family of 4, you want to double this recipe. So 1 cup of heavy cream, and I'm just going to very carefully heat that in the microwave. Okay. Be very careful when you're heating heavy cream. I want that to be hot, but I don't want it to boil over. So, all right, now we have 1 cup, so it's equal parts of heavy cream, and I like to use a nice semi-sweet chocolate chip. So you could do milk chocolate, but I really want this to be rich and dark. So some good quality, don't skimp on this one, good quality chocolate chips, 1 cup. And first I'm going to do is get the chocolate chips, start them crushing up a little bit. So I'm going to put them on the chop mode. Of your blender. There you go. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, or you could use like a coffee liqueur, like a Kahlua, just a little bit of that. That chocolate coffee thing really goes well together. 1 egg. Told you this was easy. Let me check on our heavy cream. I want this to be really hot. Hot enough to melt those chocolate chips. Now this is a recipe, like I said, you need to make this at least a few hours or even a day or 2 ahead. It needs to set up in the fridge and do its magic. Okay, just want to check out this cream, make sure it's nice and hot, and it is. I want it to be able to melt those chocolate chips. So again, 1 cup of chocolate chips in here, a little bit of vanilla or a coffee liqueur, and 1 egg. We'll get that going a little bit more. Now, very carefully, we're going to add our heavy cream that's been heated, and it's going to melt those chocolate chips. Now, whenever you're putting hot liquid into a blender, you have to be careful. So I've got a kitchen towel here, and I want to really hold this down. Now, in this case, there's still plenty of room in this blender, but if you're going to be doubling the recipe, you're going to obviously have more hot cream and more stuff in the blender. So really be careful when you're adding hot liquids to a blender. You could have the whole exploding blender thing, and I don't think you want your kitchen to be wearing chocolate mousse. That wouldn't be a good thing. So all right, here we go. What happens is that hot cream is going to melt the chocolate. Oh, it smells so good. And you just want to puree it until it's nice and smooth. Now at this point, there's a couple of things you can do. You can get it into a bowl and just cover the bowl with plastic wrap and get it into the refrigerator. And then you could use a piping bag, you know, right before serving, or a Ziploc bag, and kind of, you know, put it into a pretty dish that way. Or you can just make it real easy and pour this mixture right away into a pretty wine glass or a ramekin. We happen to have 2 matching martini glasses, so break out those glasses that we all have and we just don't use very much of. This is super rich, so like I said, this is going to serve 2 to 3, maybe even 4 easily, depending on how big your containers are. And then get these in the refrigerator, cover them with plastic wrap, get them in the refrigerator for at least a few hours or overnight until they set up. So very careful. Now here are the 2 that we made earlier this morning. And they've refrigerated and set up. Now, a pretty way to decorate them is you can do some fresh whipped cream on the top, some fresh berries, strawberries, raspberries. Here's a really pretty way that they do at the restaurants to kind of fan out the strawberry. I'm just making thin slices into the strawberry, and it just kind of fans right out. You can decorate the top with one of these, and there you go. Blender chocolate mousse. Who knew you'd be that easy? We'll put the recipe on our website, and we'll be right back.